Welcome. I'm starting the third video in this series, and that'll be it, and then I will jump to a different position from where I've been showing you. First, I want to apologize for my last video. I just didn't feel good, and when I don't feel good, like my wife says, I'm very cranky. But it was my first day of COVID. Mine ended up lasting around 10 days. Just because of low-grade fever, and I wouldn't stay down. Now we're going to jump right into this. This is a carcass. You don't have to believe it, and that's fine. But this is not caused from what geology says it's caused from, this pattern. This is an eye, the other eye is over here. This is between its brow, coming down the point of its nose, right down into its nose and the end of its snout. Okay? These are its flailings that come off it. You can all come in here and pull into these where the horns are. You will see for yourself the pattern. Then you come over on this side, and it's darker patterns. It's the shadow of it, but it's the same thing on this side, identical to that side. Okay? Now, I'm going to digress and move somewhere else and show you another one. And you don't have to agree with this either. You don't have to agree with any of it. God don't owe any of us an explanation for anything. We are created beings, and He don't owe us nothing. This is a carcass. This whole piece right here, and yes, you got the East Coast dragon on top of it. You also have another creature right up in here, laying right there. That's its head, that's its back. You've also got another one laying right here. This. And it's ripped open right there. It's turned to stone. Okay? Its tail's down here. Its head's right here. This is another carcass. This is the left front shoulder folded back underneath it, I believe. I could be wrong. Let's get back around to this. This is a carcass. This is the top of its head. The reason it doesn't look like what it should look like, no bones, no skin, or nothing like that, because it's so dilapidated, so deteriorated, it's actually a blur. And it's got divots out of it. Okay? This piece right here is ripped open. Okay? Why is California living in an oblong eye? Or I call it an eye. This oblong circle. Why? 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 The other part's over here, but it's so screwed up because of the deterioration and what's going on with the decay and all the toxic crap bubbling up, I believe coming out from its, I don't know if it's a brain or what at one time. But it's all been transitioned to stone that we do not understand. And yes, I see the face right there. Okay? Seen it a million, billion, trillion times. And people keep saying, it's a mermaid. Show me the biology, the anatomy, or anything, because this is not a mermaid. And those aren't no horns. Ugh. And it's absolutely not a tree. But this is what I've been working on, the biology, and that's why the biology is so big. You have to understand the proportions compared to what the creature is. Same thing with this. You would have to have the right proportions to match the anatomy. And it's not there. There's no anatomy for an eye, a nose, a mouth, absolutely nothing. When you zoom down into it, you see it turns into this. There's so much missing from it because it's actually, well, this is more than anything. There's divots scooped out of the earth out of this thing for. You know what? I'm just not even going to I'm going to digress from all this. I'm going to get into my video because otherwise it'll be too long. So I hope you enjoy it. I apologize for my last video and where I got a little unruly and I said bullshit in it. Some people got very upset from me using the word shit. You don't understand how I was raised. I have a farm. I know cow shit, goat shit, chicken shit, people shit, my dog shit. So if the word shit offends you, I apologize. I will start calling it crap if it makes you feel better, and feces. So please forgive me. So before you look at the speck in my eye, look at the plank in your own. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you. I digress. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be going right back into the same place I was, but just finishing up on a different spot, okay? And so we're working in this area right here, off of these flailings right here, okay? This did not happen by scrubbing or sedimentary deposit. The composition I'm finding has no indicative characteristics of that whatsoever, okay? You got some of these patterns in here, okay? So now, hold on a minute, I gotta find out where I'm at. There's so many road systems, and just give me a sec here. Okay, I found where I'm at. Okay, the last video I brought you was right in here of everything, okay? Today I'm at, so remember those patterns and everything, I was along this road, and I'm going to finish up, where am I here? Right down here. And now I'm lost again. No, I'm not. Found it. Okay. Now I'm going to finish up. My pickup truck is going to be parked right there. Okay? See how you can see nothing? So I'm going to be bringing that and finishing up this piece of biology. Right here. This chunk. Okay? Then I'm going to end up moving to a chunk over here and doing a piece over here and doing a short segment on it. So that's where we're at. Okay? We're right off the Oregon coast, inland, about 10 miles as the bird flies. Actually 19.4. It's 19.4 from here, and I live inland. It's 20 miles to my house as a bird flies, and I live in this stuff. Okay? Alright, let's get started. Okay, I want to talk about one other thing in my video before I move on, and that is plate tectonics. You see, I do watch these videos, I do study geology, and I don't agree with a lot of their theories. I don't agree with their theories on geological distance. I don't agree with the theories on the earth folding inside itself. This part of it I do not agree with. I do not believe the earth is always constantly evolving and creating this. I don't agree with that because of what I see. I see their reports, I see their drill holes, I see all this stuff they do. But I don't agree that this is happening. I do agree the plates move. It's obvious they do move. They got seismographs on and stuff, and they can see that they actually move millimeters, centimeters, and stuff a year. But their geological terms and stuff like that, and their geological things that they've come up with distance and time and stuff, I don't agree with. Especially on the geological distance. Listen, an inch is an inch, a millimeter's a millimeter, centimeter's a centimeter, a foot's a foot, a mile's a mile. That never changes. You can't come up with these theories to match a narrative to explain what you think you're seeing. You can't do that. You can't change things that are basically set in stone like measurements like that, okay? And that's what they do. And so that's why it's just, to me, it's insanity, some of the stuff, their theories they come up with. Do they work for them? Yes, they make them work. Did you hear what I said? They make them work. And I'm going to digress. So, I do understand that plates move. You can go look it up, how much they move a year, each one, on and on and on. Okay? And they don't move enough to create this. Ugh. I digress again. Let's get to my video. Alright, this is the piece I showed you on Google Earth. This is part of the same system of my last video. I'm showing you this, I've shown it before, but now that it's fall and the leaves are off and everything, we can see into it better. Okay? This is all sandstone. A lot of these geological theories I do not agree with because of what I'm finding in these compositions. Okay? Does that make sense? These compositions that I'm finding do not align up with the geological theory of what they think this is. If you look up there and see those seams, there's one there, one there, one there, and then that little bit of a change there, okay? This used to be, I'll be around the corner in a minute. But this cap has been peeled off to put the road bit in for the railroad and for the highway. Okay, so there used to be more out here. You can see the point of it right there. It used to come clear out to here. They had to blow this open. Now, those are folds. You can see how one folds over the other. Okay, you got the bottom fold, you got the next fold, you got the next fold, and there's another fold. There's a fold, a fold, and a fold, and a fold, and then you got this piece here, and it changes inside. Now we're going to step over here to where they peeled it off. These compositions that I'm finding in these what they call sedimentary layering, these indicators are not lining up with what their theory says. Okay, and now I believe that these transitions are occurring, and it's on a scale you can't even imagine. Okay, because most people don't believe in God or Creator. He could ever do anything like this. Yes, he could, and yes, he did. Look how small my truck is compared to this stuff. Now, if geology was to test this, it would come in between 20 and 24 million years old, according to them. I disagree with that too. This is all sandstone. If you were to stand back and look at it, you would have thought it was basalt. That's what they call basalt, which is magma. And all that's happening with the magma and the lava is smelting. The heat process is burning off the impurities at certain temperatures. That's it. End of discussion. If you understand smelting, if you understand what goes on with heat and heat exchange and molecular change when things get heated up, because they do not stay the same. We have things going on we humans do not understand. Even I don't understand. Geology doesn't understand, but they think they do, and they think they have a creation that is godless. That's what my whole channel is about, folks. I don't make a dime. I don't care to make a dime. It's about making you realize that you are significant and you are here by design. Okay? This whole thing is by design. And to belittle God down to nothing, where he has no power, no nothing, is absolutely disgusting and disgraceful. And that is what he gets upset about. We sit there and come up with these stuff that just totally throws him out of the picture. He's just a little teeny insignificant, if you even believe in him, nothing. And again, I'm going to digress. Bye-bye. You are not here by some cosmic chance. You're not going to die and pass into oblivion, okay? You are going to move on. Your spirit's going to leave this physical body and you're going to go into a different realm. Whether you like it or not, that is what's going to happen to you. So, if you do not believe in a creator, if you push him inside and say, nah, don't want you or nothing, that's exactly what hell's about. He has to put a place for those that do not want to be around him. He grants your wish. You don't want to be around me, you won't be around me. You deny me, I am going to deny you. You are my creation. God don't owe us an explanation. He don't owe us nothing. And for us to be so smug to think that he does and we got to know it all, come on. Give me a break. It's disgusting. And I digress. Okay, my battery went dead. I changed battery. I was going to show you something else here. I can't remember what. Oh, I wanted to show you how this is all sandstone. Okay? I want to show you why I say that. Because it's sandstone. This is sandstone. The whole thing is sandstone. Okay? All this is sandstone. It peels off easy, it crumbles easy, it's all sandstone. It's all sandstone. This is sulfur. Why would it be there? It's leaching out of it. See, it's leaching out of this. Let me get up here. Not get ran over. But this is all sandstone. I'll get over here where I don't get my license plate in it, because there's a lot of weirdos out there. Okay, now I forgot to bring my drone. I'll probably have to go get it and come back. But you can see that that cap used to come over this, and when the cap just gets peeled away, look what's inside of it. Okay, you see that? And then you got a change up there. See, I don't agree with I'm not seeing it with these indicators I'm finding. Okay, I understand why they would say those theories, just like I understand why they say the theories of the tectonic plates. Okay, flick. Ugh. That hurt. Crud. Now, it is what it is, folks. You don't have to agree, and that's fine. But I've been up in there before, and when you see how it's laid in there, and that piece peeled away, and look at this piece. Okay? And then it's been peeled away down here, and it's totally different here. See this? A lot of the other chunks are all right here, and they've hauled it away and stuff like that, blew it into the river, used it for road bed. I've crawled up in there before, and I'm just not into putting out all the energy or injury. But it is absolutely incredible up in there, the matrix of it all. And then I showed you the folding over that comes out over top of this, and it would have come clear out to where we're standing, probably, I think. I don't know, I was not here. Now I'm going to add something onto here because I'm getting ready to do the next project, so I'm going to go pull away from this and show you something down the road on a separate piece that's separate from this small mountain I've shown you. Okay? Okay, that system that I just brought you in the last video, and I just finished right now, is separated by that canyon and that draw. Then it bounces over here to a separate piece of biology, and so forth and so on as we go down. So I'm going to step down here and show you something. Okay, I gotta make this really quick because I'm parked right on the edge of the road. I don't want to roll in the river. Now, this is one of the reasons why they think that things get scrubbed off, they get folded underneath everything and buckle up. See this in here? This is sandstone as well. And the reason I can see why they think what they're saying and everything gets shoved and pushed up because of the plates. But this is actually layers of tissue, layers of biology. The sandstone I've been bringing you, I believe, is collagen. There's a reason why I'm not finding any cross bedding in this sandstone. Okay? I'm not finding any folding because this is a different piece of biology than the stuff I bring you on the coast that has upper layer tissue with the folding. Okay, I believe what is going on, and this creature's on a scale you can't imagine. It's like the one in China and Mongolia, but it's on a smaller scale. And to be honest with you, I believe one's a male and one's a female. Okay, the one in North America that we are living on, that you cannot tell what it is because it is so dilapidated and so degraded and so much stuff been scrubbed off that you can't actually see what it is. If you take a look at California, they are living in a big oblong circle, okay? Get on Google Earth and take a look at it. It's a big oblong circle that's actually scarred off at one end, and there's also places north of it in Oregon where there's divots, actual divots out of the earth, and the whole piece is missing. That's the part there, around there where everybody thinks it's a mermaid's face and all that, which is preposterous. There's no biology for it. There's no anatomy for it. There's nothing for a mermaid or a human face. Okay? But you can call it what you want. It don't affect me none. You can call it a tree if you want. I don't care, because a lot of people are calling this stuff trees. Insanity. There is nothing indicative of cellular fibers of trees in the stuff I've been bringing. You do not understand trees and their cellular structure and how they break down. So, I digress. Okay? But it's really hot. This stuff just runs like that. Big old long piece like I showed you in my last video. And it's lifted up because they think that these plates lifted it up and scrubbed it off. Okay? Or they think sandstone was sedimentary and it flowed and then hardened under pressures and crystallization and all that. I get that. I get that. I study this stuff all the time. People think, oh, you don't know nothing about geology. I'm actually linked to a geologist from Washington State University. His name is Nick Zettner. Okay? So yes, I do. I study tectonic plate movement, and most of them, by the way, only move centimeters, millimeters, or a couple inches a year. But I do not believe in the theory how they say these plates are folding in, folding on, melting themselves, reconsuming, and the earth is constantly evolving. I do not believe in that theory. And the one thing, even if you look on, they're called theories. Look up what the word theory means. It still means the same thing. It's a theory. What I have is a theory. Okay? I'm going to digress and go make this video and take a hot shower and have a cup of tea. But you know, it's like I told Era before, you can't tell what's underneath it. These trees have been here. Some of these trees are over 1,000 years old. These old growth, they're 12 feet tall, or 12 feet thick through on the stump. 12 feet. The biggest western cedar I ever cut, because I'm a timber faller, was 14.5 feet on the butt. So please don't tell me I don't understand cellular structure of trees. Don't even go there with me. I've been doing trees my whole life. I live and breathe trees. So when people tell me my stuff is trees and the stuff they're calling trees on the earth, they're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. So I digress again. Y'all have a great day.